It's Ed, and welcome to Influential Sports. So I'm going to be starting a new series called Around the NFL, where I take a few topics and talk about 4 to 5 topics and talk about it towards the end of every month. So first, I'm going to start with talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. Last night, they lost to my Eagles, and which I don't know how we won. We just found ways to win. But the Chiefs have a serious wide receiver problem. On the season, they had 26 drops as a team, and that's and they went scoreless in the second half last night. So one trade target, one guy they should be going after in the off season is Mike Evans. He would be a great addition to Kansas City and would be great with Mahomes. But also in the draft, it's two guys they should be looking at. One is Troy Franklin out of Oregon. I like him a lot. He is a great receiver. And the other one is Keon Coleman out of FSU. Those would be two great trade targets for him. And right now they had a 29th pick, so they might be able to get one of them in the draft. And sticking with the AFC West, I also wanted to talk about the Broncos, and they need a running back. On the season, they have 247 carries for 1,102 yards and only one rushing touchdown. One, the fewest in the league. So I think they should go after Will Shipley out of Clemson. This se- this season, he's had 141 carries for 718 yards, a 5.1 average, and 5 touchdowns, along with 25 receptions, 203 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he's been great throughout college with Clemson, and he'll be a great addition for the Broncos. He's a great running back, and he's a receiving threat as well. For his career, he has 500 carries for 2,639 yards and a 5.3 average with 31 touchdowns and 79 receptions for 561 yards and 2 touchdowns. Feel like he would fit great with the Broncos. He would help them out a lot, especially going into next season. And the Steelers finally released Matt Canada. The time was coming. They have a 6-4 record. Now, when they scored 20 points or more, which was 5 times this season, they went 5-0. But the offense was too inconsistent. They've been outgained in every game. And Matt Canada became the first Steelers coach or coordinator to be fired mid-season since 1941. Pretty embarrassing. You kind of saw it coming with the way the Steelers team has played. You truly don't know what to expect out of them. But it seems they'll have another winning season. Probably won't make the playoffs, but I'm very interested to see what they can do from here now that Matt Canada is gone. And the last topic for today is the NFC comes down to 3 teams. That's the Eagles, Cowboys, and 49ers. The Eagles are 9-1, coming off a win against the Chiefs last night. The Cowboys are 7-3, going into Thanksgiving, playing the Commanders, and the 49ers are 7-3, going into Thanksgiving. The NFC truly comes down to these 3 teams. I don't see anybody else in the NFC competing with them. In the NFC South, there's not a single team in that division capable of winning. The Panthers are already out of playoff contention, basically. Then you had the Saints, Falcons, and Buccaneers fight for the division, but none of them are built for the. None of them are built to make it out the first round. So whoever wins that division and gets the 4th seed, they're losing in the first round. Then you have 2 young and fun teams like the Lions and Seahawks who look good this season. But neither one of those teams, I feel, are capable of going to the Super Bowl. They could win in the wild card, but that's about it. the Lions are more likely to go further compared to the Seahawks. But neither one of those teams is built to win right now. So I think it comes down to the Eagles, the Cowboys, and 49ers. And it's going to be an interesting race to see what happens. Because the Cowboys, they're still in, they can still win the division. And the Eagles, especially with the Eagles' schedule coming up and who the Cowboys play. But I think the Eagles still win it and get the first seed. But outside of those three teams, nobody else in the NFC has a chance, in my opinion. And that's all for the first edition of Around the NFL. Please like and subscribe.